What a cute little kitty cat. That's our mouse hunter.
Night security.
Everybody say hi to store night security. So when I put together that document, which was a budget for the new store, one of the things I said is if there's a budget shortfall, that Oreo will serve as security rather than having an alarm. So I figured we would get started training Oreo, but first having him kill the mice here. The new store has way more mice than this one does. This one just started to get a mouse problem a few days ago, but I don't think we're going to have a mouse problem anymore. Something tells me that we're not going to have a mouse problem at 186 First Avenue anymore very soon. But he's going to be training here, and then once he's done training, he's going to have to take on all the mice at 141 West 27th, which has a serious mouse problem. That's the new store. And since we had a budget shortfall in arranging for the new store, we are also going to be training him to be the security alarm. So one thing many of you may not know about Oreo, at home, if I use remote desktop to remote into my home computer, the moment my mouse cursor on the screen starts moving, he runs over to the couch and stares at that cursor, and he meows every time it moves, and he stays there until I log out. Once I log out and the monitor turns off, he'll go back to doing what he's doing. But Erica tells me for the entire time that I am remoted into my home computer, he stares at the screen intently, and he stares at that cursor. He is an excellent security kitten. But yeah, so that being said, let's get started on some repairs now, shall we?
Only he does it with sharp claws.
So today we're going to have a little bit of a format change, similar to yesterday. I have to get stuff done much faster than usual, so that there's about a 30 to 50K budget shortfall in putting together the new place if I want to even do the minimum garbage configuration that I want. So I'm thinking if I stay late, because yesterday I think I left around 3 or 4 a.m., if I do that every day for the next 30 to 50 days, and I get an additional 3 to 4 repairs done a day, that means that I pay for it. So let's get started today. So what we have on the desk here is an A1465. That is not turning on, so we are going to plug this in and pray that it's not like that damn A1398 yesterday that trolled me for 45 minutes because Apple can't get the voltage figures right on their own damn schematic. That was just so aggravating. That was beyond aggravating. Oh. Alright, so let's get the software on the screen. Multimeter software, the Paul Daniel software, the power supply software, and trip this thing on. It looks like it's taking 662 milliamps, which means it's probably turning on and working, which leads me to wonder why this is even here. Yep. So it has minor corrosion in certain areas. We can address the minor corrosion in those areas and then move on. Something tells me Paul's not going to be able to get a lot of work done today.
Yeah, my productivity is going to go down a little today. I can't kick him off my lap.
Work with him on your.
Nervous in here, and now he's not. Now look at him.
Work with him on your lap.
I have to go get a computer.
I'll give you one. I'll cherry pick one for you.
Oh God.
No, I'll cherry pick one. Seriously, I'll be fair. A1466, no power. You would kick Oreo off your lap for an A1460, an air no power.
No. Not the first day he's here.
Paul,
Maybe after he's been here a while.
we need an additional $50,000, Paul.
I need more cat love in my life. I don't have a cat at home.
You have a turtle at home.
Turtles don't love like cats do.
He is cute. That cat is all cute until he eats the mouse, who's all cute. Criminal-minded Brooklyn says Oreo. Yeah, he's so... I think a mouse problem is not your biggest problem now. You make sure your employees are less productive and fight on who can pet the cat. I think you could get work done with Oreo. Paul is trying to work with Oreo on his lap. This is going to be good.
going?
Oreo. 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 Oh, you love me, don't you, little Oreo? Who's a good little kitten? My Oreo is saying hi.
Oh, we're gonna need some lint rollers.
Somebody's actually interested in paying for us to upgrade the RAM on an A1708.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, you have to kill Hi tomorrow to order it, because I've been asking him for like a month and a half now, and I don't know what he's been doing.
Well,
So just,
is it difficult? Is it a grandpa company?
it's a grandpa company, but you gotta actually fucking call them. You can't just send an email and then if they don't get back to you, you know, whatever.
Okay, and it has to be done on Friday.
No, like beat the shit out
Can't
of
be
him.
done on Saturday.
Yes, you just make sure he does it tomorrow. Beat the shit. Hi, Oreo. Oh, hi, Oreo. Oreo wants to sit under my desk. Oh, he's my little ESD kitten. Who's my little ESD source? Is Oreo an ESD safe cat?
We'll put a ground strap on him.
Yeah, let's get a ground strap on him. Look, you can see him in the cavities right here. That's little Oreo trying to get his face on camera. Hi, little Oreo.
Done with the trauma. Yes, he was out here actually. That's all he needed.
Oreo, you want to bite a SATA cable? Oreo, go bite Steve's SATA cables. He's hungry for a SATA cable. I'm going to trade him to start eating your PC3K machine.
He's gonna jump right on that desk and right when you know the hard time.
Oh, crap, I forgot to do something. One sec. Sorry, guys. There's one errand I forgot to do before I started streaming. Did he go out there?
Yeah. So who does this belong to? Yo, 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 yo. Calm down.
Hi, Oreo. You're such a crying meow.
What'd you say?
You're such a whining kitty. What does a little kitten want? Who's a good kitty? Who's a good boy? He's a good boy. Who's a good little ESD safe kitty. He's my ESD safe kitty.
Let's get him a collar that looks like a wrist strap.
That would be fucking hysterical. Alright, so this is likely not turning on for legit reasons. If you take a look on the screen here, you should be able to see that this is disgusting. He traumatized from the bike ride. Oreo is not happy going on the buffeting at 19.999 miles per hour. So Paul, I got a tip. I finally found a proper micro pencil knife tip. Even when I use the tip cleaner, it doesn't work half the time. It's like a knockoff tip.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not.
Like the solder doesn't stick to it. It runs away from it.
Oh, that didn't get coated correctly. Yeah, that's bad coating.
That's bullshit. That tip costs money. It's like $50 for that piece of shit. So the customer said it wasn't turning on. It turns on for me. So that means that this area just needs to be cleaned up. No big deal. Do you clean that mess in any way? Yes, I do. That's the point of the stream. It is to clean the mess. Started. That resistor was broken to shit anyway. That's gotta go. That pad was broken anyway. That's gotta go. Yeah, stuff like that. If that gets knocked off the board with so little effort, then it's just gotta go. I'm not mad at the fact that it broke. It will rehabilitate the pads and components that we can, but the ones that are too far gone are tossed off. Those don't fit, Vandrobi. Different types of fixture. The PDF software is not working. When you go open PDF in the Paul Daniel software, it doesn't open a PDF. Great. There we go. It was trying to open something other rubbish. Okay, let's see. So the value of the resistor that I knocked off. You missed a hello welcome donation. My apologies to the one that I missed. If you copy and paste it in the chat, I am more than happy to read it. I am sorry. I thought I had my speakers on. Looks like I do. Are they paired? Is my Bluetooth paired so that I can hear that stuff? It should be. Oh, it's going to my headphones, that's why. Mother flower. Alright, that should be fixed now. How is the floor going at the new store? The new floor at the new store is not been started yet. It looks like there's... Yeah, it's not even... Yeah, they haven't started it yet. Alright, this doesn't look like something that's really necessary. This is for a sensor, which I don't need for it to turn on, but it will cause it to run slow. So we got to put a 0201 100 kilo ohm resistor over there. Where can we find a 0201 ohm resistor book? Aha, I have a book over here of 0201 resistors that I probably stole from Paul. What? What did I do? I gave you something that said A1466 no power. What? It got USB killed? Are you serious? Like actual USB kill? They just plugged in something bad.
Look at the two inductors blown off the boards. Scorch marks all around.
So dead CPU? Is it? How many milliamps is it taking? Oh, that's a good sign. Also says power good missing. Happy board. Alright, so we have another resistor that's missing here. So when I hit the PDF button, it doesn't appear to be showing up in the PDF file. Ah, here it is. It's in the middle. So that's no stuff. That doesn't actually seem to go anywhere. Looks like that's actually tied to ground, so I don't have to care that that looks nasty. Alright. Where's that tip cleaning stuff? Where did David... Tip cleaner.
Next to his irons.
Oh, it's covered by this other stuff.
tub of it for like 10 seconds.
What does this stuff do?
It's basically like solder paste, but the flux that's in it's more corrosive than regular flux. So it cleans off everything that's on your tip.
Interesting. Be right back, people. Okay. So, Lewis mentioned what happened with the trash mouse. Let him out. What? Oh, the battery's dead. Can you charge that? No, the mousetrap with honey didn't catch mice because I put it in the middle of the room. I was afraid of putting it along the wall there because that was where the garbage is, so I figured the mousetrap would get thrown away. Of course not. I bought my own honey from Whole Foods, and then I came back here.
You use my honey.
I would never use your honey.
What did you dip in my honey? What did you use to take it out of my jar?
The spoon that I eat with.
Did you clean the spoon?
Of course I did. What kind of fucking savage do you think I am?
A savage.
No, I'm very clean when it comes to my food and eating utensils. No, I cleaned it for like 10 minutes in there. I'm very particular when it comes to eating and cleaning. Yeah. Hi, Dominic, how are you? Tom, I just tossed him out the door. And he ran right into Atomic Wings' basement, where I imagine he's going to live a much better life. Because you got to think about it. Like, if you look at our location, to our south, you have a chicken wing place with spices and all sorts of culinary stuff. And to our north, you have a candy shop. So for the mouse to say, chicken wings, candy shop, electronics store, and choose the electronics store, that's a stupid fucking mouse. There's no way around that. That mouse is going to get Darwined out of existence because the other mice got to eat really nice food, whereas the dumbass mouse had nothing to eat in the wintertime but ISL 6259s and backlight fuses.
I think it was a smart mouse because he picked a centralized location where he could have access to both the candy and the chicken wings.
Ours is also most likely the coldest. I'll just hot air that. I don't need to resolder that section. I fixed an SSD yesterday at component level after it smoked on camera.
Nice.
Did you? That was so much fun. Yeah, I plug it in and I see. It was one of those really disgusting ones where it wasn't like a tiny bit of smoke. It was a lot of smoke but a small puff, but a lot of smoke inside the small puff.
P2. I got past you.
Duh! Bill Sell. Bill Sell. Puck! I'm scared of you.
Oh, I got through.
It is not professional. Fuck professional. And fuck people that use the word professional. They're usually cunts with miserable lives. This is fun. Bill. Where's Oreo the cat?
Under here.
Wait, he's under your desk?
Yeah, he's found a cozy spot right where the mouse traps were.
Are you serious? Are the mouse traps there right now?
No, I took him down.
Oh, yeah, because they're not needed anymore. We have an active mouse trap. Zero volts. Is my MagSafe being a piece of shit again? Oreo is a he. Oreo is a he cat.
Yep, that's where the mouse traps were. So when I just upgraded to a bigger mouse trap.
Oreo the kitten. Oreo is such a cute kitty. He's sitting right by the Nerf gun. Are you gonna shoot him with a Nerf dart? This rubbish will have to come out in the ultrasonic. Ugh. Did Hannah pet Oreo? Hannah, have you pet Oreo? Did you see where Oreo is? He's a mousetrap. Superior mousetrap. Alright, let's cut open the PP3V42_G3 hot circuit and get to work. Let's cut that PP3V42 up, because we're not getting a green light. Alright, so let's take a look at how the PP342_G3 hot circuit operates on here. Now, as many of you know, if you watched any of my first 600 to 1000 board repair videos, you need the one-wire circuit to work in order to get a green light, and the one-wire circuit is powered by PP342_G3 hot. So this is the page where PP342_G3 hot is going to be created, and PP3. Why are you showing this crap from my architect on the screen? Go away. Go away. So over here you've got the voltage that goes into the chip that makes PP342_G3 hot, and that wasn't present. I had 0. Now that's going to come from either the battery or the charger. Battery or charger. Now for the charger power to go through, this transistor's got to open. This is a P-channel MOSFET, which means it's going to open when the voltage in the gate is lower than the voltage on the source. So what you have here is you have a voltage divider between the gate and ground. It's kind of formed by this diode and this resistor. But if this diode doesn't work, then this is always going to have the 18 volts of the source present on its gate, because it's not going to be a path to ground to lower it, and then it's never going to work. So I'm kind of wondering if there was a little corrosion under there, if something managed to make its way under that underfilled area, and if that's why we're not getting anything on input. So let's take a look at each individual part of this. So if we go to the PDF, first things first, I need to just actually switch it over so it's easier for me to use. Let's go to Q7010. I want to see what's present on the source. So that's going to be pin 1 of C7012 right here. The mouse doesn't show up in the right area because of Paul Daniels software, but we should be used to bugs like that right now. The mouse shows up in a different area in the software than it does on the screen. That is just the Paul Danielsism. So we have 17 on there, and then we look on the gate, and we have 17 on the gate. So that means that this diode is not doing its job. This diode is probably broken. The diode, see, if you look on the schematic, remember, for an N channel to open, the voltage in the source has to be higher than what's in the gate. What's in the gate needs to be lower than the source. So what R7010 does, and R7011, is it takes the voltage from the source and places it on the gate. Now, in order for the voltage in the gate to go down, we have to take some voltage from the gate and send it to ground, which is what the diode is supposed to be doing, but it's not, because it's... Now, that little diode over there that looks so cute, like an adorable little kitten, is not working. So we're going to replace this diode with a superior diode. We're going to heat it up, cut it off the board. Now that diode is going to act as the bottom of a voltage divider. So a voltage divider is essentially usually just two resistors. One resistor between high voltage and where you want the middle voltage to go, and then another resistor between where you want the middle voltage to go, and then ground. So it's a very inefficient but super cheap way of lowering voltage in an area. Yeah, obviously, you wouldn't use this to supply large amounts of current because it's ridiculously inefficient, as it's linear. It is on all the time. A voltage divider could technically be called a linear power supply. You know, while accurate, it's ridiculously inefficient as opposed to a switching power supply. Now, if you look really closely, you'll see that the diode is an Apple diode. How can you tell? Well, it's laughing at the user. See that? What does it say on it? And no, that does not stand for hydrogenaudio.org. If you look really closely, you can make out that the diode says, ha. Let's see if I can get that on screen. Ha! The diode is laughing at you, the customer, for buying this damn product that has no liquid resistance, unlike IBM laptops from as far as 15 years ago. The laptop is laughing at you. Now I've made... Let's see if we are able to get a fan spin in this beautiful MacBook now that we have touched up the 5 volt and 3 volt power supply by U7501 and have fixed the issue with intermittent PP3V4 too. So even though this turned on in the beginning of the stream, you saw it stopped turning on for me and how there was a lot of liquid in those areas. So now when I do this, I expect it to be a green light and also a fan spin with proper milliamp usage, and that it is working. Beautiful. So we had several problems with this. The first issue that we had was generalized corrosion. There was generalized corrosion that needed to be addressed and fixed in the PP3V42 area, as well as the PP5VS3 and PP3V3S5 areas are on U7501, the TPS 51980. After we did that, then we noticed that there was no green light in the charger. Now remember, to get a green light in the charger, the one-wire circuit has to work. That's the circuit that allows the charger to speak to the system management controller. And in order for the system management controller and the one-wire circuit to power, these are 2 rails that are powered by PP3V42_G3 hot. If PP3V42_G3 hot is not present, those those chips are not going to work. PP3V42 is not present because we were missing 17 volts on its input pin. And if you take a look over here, this is the input. 17 volts on VN. It wasn't present here. It wasn't present here. It wasn't present here. It wasn't present here. It was present here. So it means the transistor is not opening. Now either A, it's not being told to open, or B, it is broken. Now, first thing we got to do before we just replace this, because the power is here but not here, it must replace this. No, we think. Engage brains. This is a P-channel MOSFET, meaning the voltage in the gate, G, needs to be lower than the voltage in the source, S. We had 17 volts here and 17 volts here, so obviously there was a problem with it being told to open. Now, this is the path to lower the voltage in the gate. It's the first thing I'd look for. Is clearly this thing has to open, the gate has to be lower than the source, so there must be a path that they designed in here to get the voltage in the gate to be lower than the source. So we take a look through here, and you see that the voltage on the gate, the only path it has to go down to ground, because ground is going to be 0 in this case, is D7012. So it's either that or R7011. And R7011 is not going to be it. That's just the intermediate path to ground. It's the diode. We replaced the diode, and it works. The diode is one of those little glassy-looking diodes. A lot of those glassy-looking diodes, the problems with them, as well as the glassy-looking transistors, is that they're really easy to break. And that is evident here because it didn't even look broken, but it was. And it's going to trick you because even though that didn't have corrosion on it, it broke. Notice how the components that actually did have corrosion on them by the PP3V42 circuit were easily salvageable, whereas the diode that was right under all of that encapsulation was a thing that wasn't working. That's a trick that Apple's going to play on you, which is why the diode says "ha" on it, because Apple is laughing at you if you bought this product. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of what we do here. I hope you learned something. I hope you're able to take this stuff and use it to fix a product, make some money for yourself, make somebody happy, and I'll see you in the next video. Cut. And next. All right. We put this in a slot. No, what's up? I can mute.
No, just whenever you get a chance when you're done, you can show me how to do
Oh
it.
yeah, let me show you how to do this, and then I'll move back to streaming. So see you all in the next video. A little bit of employee training, and I'll be back.